Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review for the Spider, Robot, and Penny Parker from Into the Spider-Verse, continuing with my few little Into the Spider-Verse figures I decided to pick up. And this is like, you know, a little robot mecha. I really dig it. It's one of the versions I dig in it, so I was like, hey, why not pick it up? And it's a very okay little bit. I mean, you get this nice little Penny Parker figure, so I'm glad they included her. I guess they wouldn't have not, because it's like, you know, she's the Peter Parker or the Penny Parker of this. But yeah. It's not a bad little figure. The only articulation you really get is like, we can do running. Like, come on, Penny, we're running. No, but like, that's it. She's kind of in a fixed running pose. And, you know, she's a fine enough figure. She's basically detailed kind of on the level of the standard figure series, maybe even a little bit more in some aspects. And they did a pretty good job on it. My only really gripe with the figure is that she really doesn't do anything with the robot. I mean, I'm sure you could like place her here and get her to stay like that or something, but like there's no like attachment for her to stay on. Like the Baymax robot, she doesn't go in it or anything like that. So I don't think they would not include her, but I just kind of wish she did something with it. I think maybe I'm just expecting it because of the way it works and because of like the Baymax figures, but yeah. But other than that, it's just a pretty basic robot toy. I mean, it looks fine. Again, I'm going to bring up the basic figures as kind of the standard thing because it was the first thing I reviewed, but it's kind of that same level of, it gets just enough of the details that it needs to look, oh yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. Could it be better? Absolutely, but it's not terrible. You have kind of minimal articulation. You can move the arms up and down. You can swivel them here. Same thing here. It's really weird though, like, this has like a weird, like this can swivel here, but the fist itself, or the wrist rather, like doesn't want to, thanks spoiler alert for the missile action, but it doesn't want to swivel all the way around. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be or if it's just mine. Like if I try to swivel it all the way around, it like will stop, and not because of the missile. Like it'll just feel like if I like force it, it will break. And it's weird because I don't like him firing missiles like this. Like it always feels more natural like this to me to have the figure posed like that, so it bothers me. But yeah, missile firing action, super exciting, but like it's like, I don't know, it's weird. Again, I don't know if it's just mine or something, but that just like bothers me. It's just a small little thing that bothers me about it. I mean, I guess I can do this and it will kind of change it up to be like that, but if I want to have the cannon on top, it just seems weird because I can do it with this one and I don't see a good reason why this couldn't be, because this has nothing to do with the missile firing. The mechanism's all up here. I don't know. You can also move the legs back and forth so you can sort of get them in like a crawling weird pose, but that's about it. Very, very basic. Not a whole lot to it. I don't know. I'll have to look into it, if what other toys they're doing. But kind of like with Spider-Ham, I expected them to do something more with it. Like, oh, maybe it'll have like phrases or something. Like, I kind of expected that from this. Not necessarily phrases, but I feel they could have made this a lot cooler and like feature rich of a thing. Like, I'm not expecting it to be a Swiss Army knife of robot toys, but give it a few more things than missile firing action, man. Like, I know it's a spider robot, but give us just a little bit more, because I think this had the potential to be a really fun aspect of the toy line, and it just kind of ended up being very average. Anyway, that's about it. Until next time, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, don't forget to climb the steps and ring that bell to get notifications for all my videos. Until next time, Dawson Rider, signing out.